A Hidden Heart. Chapter 1. The Unexpected Meeting. My name is Sophia. I never imagined my life would take this turn, but here I am, ready to share my story. Some might judge me harshly, others might pity me, but I owe it to myself to be truthful. Yes, I became the other woman in someone's marriage. It wasn't a plan. It was a twist of fate that pulled me in deeper than I ever thought possible. It all started on a rainy afternoon in a small coffee shop downtown. I was there to escape the drizzle, nursing a latte and scrolling through my phone. That's when he walked in, Alex. He was tall, with a warm smile that lit up the dim room. His eyes met mine as he ordered his coffee, and there was something magnetic about him. Confident, yet kind. He struck up a conversation about the weather, and before I knew it, we were laughing over shared stories of city life. He made me feel seen, alive in a way I hadn't in months. At that moment, I had no idea he was married. Chapter 2. Sparks Ignite. Our chance encounter turned into more. Alex asked for my number, and soon we were texting daily. He was a successful architect, passionate about his work, and he had this way of making everything sound exciting. We'd meet for lunch or walks in the park, and each time my heart raced a little faster. He complimented me in ways that felt genuine, not rehearsed. "You're like a breath of fresh air," he'd say, his eyes locking onto mine. I was single, recovering from a bad breakup, and Alex filled a void I didn't even know was there. We shared dreams, fears, and laughs. It was exhilarating. But one evening, as we sat on a bench watching the sunset, he confessed, "Sophia, there's something you should know. I'm married." My world tilted. He explained his marriage was crumbling, arguments, distance, staying together for the kids and appearances. I was shocked, but the connection was already too strong. I told myself it was just friendship, but deep down, I knew it was more. Chapter 3. Crossing the Line. Despite the revelation, I couldn't stay away. Alex pursued me gently, saying I was the light in his otherwise dull life. We shared our first kiss under the stars, and it felt like fireworks. Guilt nagged at me, but his words drowned it out. "My wife and I are more like roommates now. You're the one who makes me feel alive." I rationalized it. He wasn't happy. Why should I deny myself this joy? We started seeing each other in secret, stolen moments in hotels, late-night drives. Each encounter deepened my feelings. I fell in love with his laugh, his ambition, the way he held me like I was precious. But whispers of doubt crept in. Was this real or just an escape for him? Chapter 4. The Illusion of Hope. Months passed, and I clung to the hope that this was temporary. Alex promised things would change. "Once the kids are older, I'll leave," he'd say, holding my hand. I believed him or wanted to. He showered me with affection, surprise gifts, whispered I love yous, weekends away when he could sneak off. In my quieter moments, though, reality hit. I was always second. Holidays alone, waiting for texts that came late. I'd scroll through social media, seeing his family photos, and my heart would ache. Why did I stay? Because in those rare, perfect moments, he made me feel cherished, needed. It was addictive, this blend of passion and pain. Chapter 5. The Weight of Secrets. Keeping our affair hidden took a toll. I lied to friends and family about where I was, who I was seeing. Alex's life remained intact, dinners with his wife, school events with his kids, while mine revolved around him. I'd wait by the phone, heart sinking when plans canceled because something came up at home. One night, after a particularly passionate evening, he left abruptly for a family obligation. I cried alone in the hotel room, staring at the ceiling. Was this love or just dependency? I started questioning everything, but the fear of losing him kept me silent. Chapter 6. Moments of Doubt. Doubt became my constant companion. I'd see couples in love, holding hands freely, and envy burned inside me. Alex assured me I was special, but his actions spoke louder. No promises of a future, just vague some days. I confided in a close friend, Mia, who listened without judgment at first. "Sophia, you deserve someone who chooses you fully," she said. Her words stung, but I brushed them off. Love isn't perfect, I told myself. Yet the pain grew, sleepless nights wondering if he thought of me as much as I did him. I began to resent his wife, though I'd never met her, a faceless enemy in my mind. Guilt followed, making me hate myself more. Chapter 7. The Pull of Attachment. Why didn't I leave? Fear of loneliness, perhaps. Alex had become my world. Without him, what was left? He provided emotional support during tough days at work, celebrated my small victories. In his arms, I felt safe, even if it was an illusion. We had a weekend getaway once, pretending we were a normal couple. It was bliss, walks on the beach, shared dreams, but returning to reality shattered it. "I can't do this forever," I whispered one night. He held me tighter. "Just a little longer, Sophia." I nodded, trapped in my own hope. Chapter 8. Cracks in the Foundation. Time revealed cracks. Arguments arose, me pushing for more commitment, him deflecting with excuses. "The kids need stability," he'd say. I started seeing the imbalance, his life unchanged, mine on hold. I turned 30 and thoughts of a family haunted me. "I want a child someday," I told him. He smiled sadly. "Me too, with you." But actions, none. Friends noticed my sadness. Mia urged me again. "This isn't healthy." I began journaling, pouring out my confusion, pages filled with "why do I stay?" and "am I enough?" Chapter 9. A Glimmer of Clarity. One rainy day, mirroring our first meeting, clarity struck. I sat in that same coffee shop, alone, realizing years had slipped by waiting. Alex texted, "Miss you, can't meet tonight, family stuff." Tears fell. I deserved more than scraps. I talked to Mia openly. She shared stories of women who'd left similar situations and thrived. "You're strong, Sophia, choose yourself." For the first time, her words resonated. I wasn't just the other woman, I was someone worthy of full love. Chapter 10. The Breaking Point. The decision brewed slowly. I confronted Alex over dinner in a quiet restaurant. "I can't be second anymore," I said, voice trembling. He looked pained. "I love you, but leaving isn't simple." No promises, just apologies. That night I ended it. "Goodbye, Alex." Walking away felt like ripping my heart out, but a spark of freedom ignited. Sobs racked me for days, but I knew it was right. Chapter 11. The Aftermath of Heartbreak. The weeks following were agony. I blocked his number, deleted photos. Loneliness hit hard, empty evenings, haunting memories. I cried over what-ifs, but therapy helped. My counselor said, "You're grieving a fantasy." Slowly. I unpacked the emotions. Love mixed with codependency. Friends rallied around me. Mia organized outings, family offered support. I rediscovered hobbies, painting, hiking. Each step rebuilt me. Chapter 12. Rediscovering Self. Months in, healing accelerated. I focused on career growth, landing a promotion. Travel solo to places I dreamed of. Mornings started with affirmations. "I am enough." The void Alex left filled with self-love. I reflected on the affair. It taught me about boundaries, red flags. No more settling for less. Chapter 13. New Horizons. A year post-breakup, I felt reborn. Social circles expanded. I volunteered, met inspiring people. Thoughts of Alex faded to lessons learned. I dated casually, but nothing serious, prioritizing my peace. One evening at a gallery opening, I met Daniel. He was an artist, genuine and funny. We talked for hours about life, art. No secrets, just connection. Chapter 14. Building Trust. Daniel and I dated slowly. He listened, respected my past without judgment. Picnics, museum visits, simple joys, trust built naturally, he was fully present. I shared my story cautiously. He responded with empathy. You've grown so much. It felt right, no drama. Chapter 15. Embracing Vulnerability. As our relationship deepened, I opened up more. Fears of abandonment surfaced, but Daniel reassured me. We discussed futures, travel, maybe a family. His commitment was clear, no halves. I marveled at the difference. Love without pain. Chapter 16. Reflections on Growth. Looking back, the affair was a dark chapter, but it forged strength. I learned self-worth, that love shouldn't hurt constantly. Friends admired my resilience. I did too. Sophia now, confident, independent, open to love. Chapter 17. A new chapter begins. Daniel proposed on a starry night, ring in hand. I choose you every day, he said. Tears of joy flowed. Wedding planning brought excitement, vows of honesty, respect. Family and friends celebrated. Mia as maid of honor. Chapter 18. Family Dreams Realized. We married in a small ceremony, surrounded by love. Honeymoon in Italy, dreaming of kids. Soon I was pregnant. Our son, Ethan, arrived, filling our home with laughter. Parenthood deepened our bond. Daniel, a devoted father. Chapter 19. Lessons for Others. Sharing my story now, I hope it helps. To those in similar pain, you're worthy of full love. Don't wait, choose yourself. Happiness comes from within, not scraps. Grateful for the journey, pain to peace. Chapter 20. Eternal Peace. Today I'm at peace. With Daniel, Ethan, and a life of authenticity. True love is mutual, respectful, whole. If you're reading this, no change is possible. Embrace your worth, the right love will follow. If you enjoyed this story, like, subscribe, and share.